Hello, welcome to a presentation on types of web hosting. This presentation is by copenscliff.com team. In this presentation we will discuss shared web hosting, reseller web hosting, dedicated server web hosting, clustered hosting, co-location web hosting, virtual dedicated hosting, grid or cloud hosting, email hosting. We will discuss all of these types, their issues, and how they benefit the customers. Shared web hosting. Many sites are located on the same web server. Each website has allocated its own resources on the server to keep it separate from other sites with certain permissions. Most commonly used and is the cheapest. This is suitable for most people who have a small traffic. However, there are certain risks associated with this. For example, if the server is not very well managed, the abuse of one client may affect other customers. More difficult to be managed properly by hosting companies. Reseller hosting. In this hosting, a client can resell some of the space and the resources to other customers. The client can resell a dedicated server or resell shared hosting services. Hosting companies offer various control panels to manage this type of hosting, including billing support. Dedicated server web hosting. Dedicated server for the websites without sharing resources with others. This is more stable and flexible than a shared hosting. Customer has total control over the server, including the choice of hardware and operating system. Server hardware is owned by the provider. This is suitable for medium and large customers or companies having sites with high traffic monthly and use many resources in addition. Clustered hosting. The clustered hosting is a type of dedicated server. Multiple servers are dedicated for the work on the same content for better resource utilization. This is perfect for a scalable hosting solution. The clustered hosting can be used to separate resources, for example, a database on one machine, email on another machine, and so on. Co-location hosting. Customers use their own servers instead of buying from the web host companies. The data center provides the infrastructure for the internet, air conditioning, electricity, generators, UPS, etc. to the servers of the customers. Cost for servers is on behalf of clients. This type of hosting is typically used by people who need physical access to server hardware. Grid or cloud hosting. A cloud or grid hosting network is a flexible platform that provides the resources on demand. The web hosting cloud is a pool of resources from many servers. Web hosting and content spread across the multiple servers. If the site traffic grows, the hosting cloud allocates more resources. No manual upgrade required, thus avoiding unnecessary downtime. This grid system helps to achieve high reliability and uptime. If one server goes down, only a fraction of the grid resources are lost. The web hosting cloud has reserved resources that are always available to be allocated as needed. Virtual dedicated hosting. This is a dedicated server. However, a physical dedicated server is partitioned into multiple virtual servers, each to function on its own dedicated machine. This is done using software like VMware. Each virtual server can run its own operating system on both Linux platform as in Windows. Each server is sharing the same physical resources. This type of web hosting is between shared web hosting and dedicated server in terms of quality and price. Email hosting, a hosting service that works just like internet email servers. They are primarily used by power users and small and medium-sized companies. The email hosting providers allow for premium email services along with custom settings and a large number of accounts. Hosting providers manage users' own name domain, including any email authentication scheme. Most email hosting providers offer advanced solutions for custom email platforms. Thanks for listening to the presentation, and for cheap and discounted web hosting service providers list, visit www.copenskliff.com/copencodes/web-hosting. Thank you very much.